Hi everyone, it's Anne here from Positively Papercraft, and I'm back today with a tutorial. Now, one of my subscribers asked me last week if I could make this kind of card without any dies, so that's what I've done. Now, this was just the first one I made, so I've done a few mistakes and things, but it's basically a little pop-up card. And then all you do is fold it in like that. It folds totally flat and it will go in an envelope. So I had a go and as I said, I think it's a really sweet little card and it just pops up like that. So you can decorate them any way you want. This one I just put flowers and things on. And yeah, so we're going to make another one of these. So when you fold it, it reminds me of like a baby's nappy, or I know some people call it a diaper. So I think I'm going to call this a nappy fold because that's what it reminds us of. But yeah, really sweet. So that's what we're going to do. It's actually not that hard. I'll break it down, and I haven't used any dies to make it. The only dies that I did use were the ones to decorate. So you're going to want 2 pieces of cardstock, which are 5 inches by 4.5 inches. Now we're going to score these first, both exactly the same. So we want to score them on the long side, so the 5-inch side you want to score at 1/4 inch, 1 3/4 inch, 3 1/4 inches, and 4 3/4. So you want to do the exact same with the other piece. On the 5-inch side, score at 1/4 inch, 1 3/4, 3 1/4, and 4 3/4. All right, so you've got 2 the same. Now the next thing is you want to take a pencil and a ruler, and along this bottom score line and this top score line, all we're going to do is come in and mark 1 inch along with your pencil and ruler. So we're just measuring in 1 inch on the very top and the very bottom score line. You're going to do the same with the other bit. Okay, so you should have 4 little pencil lines on each one. Then all you want to do is from the pencil line to the next score line, just draw a line. Just keep doing that from the pencil line to the corner. So you're basically creating like 4 sort of corners. All right, do the same with the other piece. Now take some scissors and you're just going to literally snip down them pencil lines. Okay, so you should have that. Okay, I'm just going to give these score lines a bit of a fold. Okay, so you've got two of them the same. All right. Now you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock, which are 1 3/4 by 6.5 inches. 2 the exact same. Now, if in this one, what I did with this one was I put, like I die cut a little border around. If you want to do that, do it now. If you don't, it's fine. But actually we'll score these first and then we'll add our little border. So long side, you want to score at 1 3/4 of an inch, 4 inches, and 5 7/8. Same on the other bit, 1 3/4, 4 inches, and 5 7/8. Okay, so I'm gonna have, and as you'll notice, we have like a sort of little 1/2 inch tab on each one. We don't need to worry about cutting that with a border die because most border dies are like 6 inches in length, and it won't, well, this one's probably a bit shorter, so I may have to pick a longer one because I really want it to cut to that little score line there. Let me have a look here. I may just use this one that I used the first time. Yeah, you can see that's a little bit longer, so that one will work better because it will cut just to the score line. So I think I'm just going to use this one again. Just cut it on just the very end, and the same with this one. So I'm going to do this, I'll die cut this out and I'll be straight back. Okay, that's those cut out. Now you will have to be a little bit wary of this because basically these 2 pieces will end up going like this, and then we'll have this little piece will end up being like this. Now if you're not bothered about which side you have your card, it doesn't matter, but I want the nicer side to be mine. So I need to attach this to here. I mean, they both need to go onto one end of these little pieces here, but as I said, if you're not bothered which side of the cardstock it goes on, so I'm going to put this one here because we won't see this bit because it's the inside anyway. So I'm just going to make sure that's in the right place there, so that when I fold it up I have the nice side of the card shown from the inside, but the outside won't be, but I'm going to be putting paper on there anyway. So that one would be like this. The next one will join together like this. So this one I can have on the bottom. So again, the inside will be, the nice card will be on the inside. But as I said, you may not be too bothered about that. And it will go in the middle. You will glue these in the middle piece. So I'm going to fold them in this way now. So you'll have 2 pieces which will be exactly the same like that. Now we need to make, so if you have where you've got them like this, so this piece here and this piece here, we can make a little slit mark for our little tabs to have our little images displayed on. Now all I do is I've just got a little knife here, and to be honest I don't even really measure it too much. I kind of want it in the middle of these two score lines. So all I did was sort of roughly guesstimate the middle, and then I put like a 2 centimeters slit line and then just another one beside it so we can fit some little card in it, and then just cut that away so you don't have to overcomplicate it really. And then the same with this one, just sort of roughly in the middle. If you want to measure it you can, but like I say, I'm not really too bothered because we're only going to be putting our card in it and you're not really going to see them anyway. So now once you've done that, you need glue on here, and you are going to stick this down onto here, so it should roughly just sit underneath the top or where you've had a little border die cut like I have. So it will be like this, okay? And then the same, oh, no, we shouldn't have glued it because we haven't put our tab in. So for the little tabs, I know that slit I made 2 centimeters, so I've made a tab roughly 2 centimeters, which fits the length. I don't worry about at the moment, so it's 2 centimeters wide. Then I've got these longer slits, which are strips, which are 1/2 inch wide. Again, the length I'm not too bothered at the minute, so what I'm going to do is glue one of these just onto here. So I'm just going to roughly glue it in the middle, just something like that. And obviously it's way too big. And then this will go down here. And then I just kind of look and say, well, I'll probably cut it down, maybe to here and here. So I don't even measure it, if I'm honest. And then what you'll do is we'll turn this over and I will fold this back and then just snip it away so it comes just below the score line. And then you just want to glue this down. Okay, so there is your little tab for your little stamped images or die cuts or whatever. Now I want one in the middle, so I'm going to use that little scrap piece, which I'm going to cut it to just shorter than this sort of score line here. And then I'm going to pop, well, I'm going to make a longer one, the same size, 1/2 inch again. And I'm going to just glue that on there. And this one we will only need, because it's going to be up like this, we only need to just glue it so that that's just peeping over the top like that. So I'm going to pop glue on here, and then I'm going to have it just so it's sitting just above the score line, this bit, so that when we put it in the right position we have it there. Again, it's way too long, so I'm just gonna cut some off. So now I've got 2 little tabs for our little images. Do the same with this last one here. So I've got another 2 inch wide piece of card, and I can probably use one of these scraps for this. So I'm going to glue one of the little tabs on here, push that through, turn it over, fold it back, and then I'm going to snip off the excess, okay, and then glue that down. And basically that is it. It's really simple. And then now you will end up with 3 little tabs for your little decorations. So you need glue in the middle, or tape. I'm going to use this tape runner. Oh no, I haven't glued that bit. Sorry, we need to glue these how I said originally. So fold it over and it should glue just under the top or any little border die that you have. All right. Same with this one. Just some glue down here and glue that onto there. Okay, so you should have that. Now these are going to stick together where I've put the tape down the middle. So I'm just going to place them together. Okay. And then I can fold it flat while I stick it together. So that's what you will have. Okay. And then, oh, I knew that would happen. One tab was supposed to be the other way. Okay, so when you put it together, you should have one tab on one side and one on the other. Not like I had both tabs on one side, so I've had to change it over. I'm going to put some paper over that to hide it, so just bear that in mind. Then it will be glue on this tab here. And then just pop this one down over the top and that will keep it together. Okay, and on the other side, again, you want some glue on here. And then this tab should just fold over there like so. There we go. That is basically it. And it just looks like a little baby's nappy, I think. So not hard at all. Now it's up to you how you decorate it. I've cut some paper because I have messed the back up. You don't have to put paper on if you don't want to. I think I cut these to, or what, the middle bits are slightly bigger. So these ones you need 2, which are 2 inches by 1.5, or you could even go 2 1/4 maybe by 1.5. And then you will need 4 pieces, which are again 1.5, but 1 5/8 in width. So I'm going to glue these on and I'll be back when I've popped them all on. Alright, so I've decorated mine with the patterned paper. You can put it on by just putting it flat as well if you want to. So that is that. Now to if you want to add decoration to them, as I said, this one I used lots of different little flowers and stuff and some butterflies. This time I've cut out some stamped, coloured and fussy cut, some really sweet little stamps from Hunky Dory, which is Hammy Birthday. I love this little set, it is just the cutest thing. So I'm going to decorate mine with this, but as I said, the choice is yours. You can do whatever you want. So I might have sort of the wheel at the back. Now remember, when you fold this, I've got an envelope here. It's a 5x7, so it will adequately fit in, but you want to make sure whatever you're putting in doesn't go past there. Now this one, I made it some of the flowers slightly, just a couple, a centimetre too big, but you want to keep checking when you're putting it together that it's going to fit. I think I'll be okay with this anyway, because they're only small little images. So I'll probably speed it up while I decorate this. It's just a case of putting a bit of glue on the back and then deciding what you want to have on your little tabs. Okay, there we go. Isn't that just adorable? And then you just pop it down and it all goes flat. Up. Love this, it is just the cutest thing. And we've got adequate room in there to get that in. So, thank you to Anne who suggested having a go at this. I hope you will try it. It's just the cutest thing. There is the, whoopsie, there is the flower one that I did, flowers and butterflies. And here we have the little hammies. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll be back again on Sunday with another video. So thanks for watching, take care and bye for now.